What is up, everybody? This is the Kentucky Postgame Show, the best Kentucky Postgame Show in the world right now. Did y'all know that?
I do now.
You do now. You do now. I'm Fletch. This is Malik, Mario, and then we are joined again with Rob Lewis.
We appreciate
you coming back, man. It's always a pleasure to have you.
It's always a good time being here.
Go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment anything you want. NFL games are going on right now, playoff games. Y'all have anybody you want in the
Ravens got it.
I think the Ravens
Lamar
got it,
Jackson,
man.
first time AFC championship.
Yep.
They gonna get it this year.
Yep. And the coach is John Harbaugh. So if they go to Super Bowl, win Super Bowl, and then his brother won the national championship in college football, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
I'm noticing, man. You got a nice haircut, man. I think I just noticed that.
Yeah, I got a little fresh fade right here. You know,
there you go.
Something light.
There you go. Something light.
You know,
getting spiffy for the show. I like it.
You like it?
You like it, Malik?
Yeah, you like it, Malik?
Yeah.
You like?
It's always good to switch it up.
You like it? That's what I was saying. I like switching it up. You like it like this? Or you like it longer?
I think it's short. We do it short.
Rate on us like
Got just the mustache today, though.
Do you like that?
Hey, shit. I don't know. I'm baby face. I wish I had more hair.
No, yours is good though. You got some right here, and you got that. I wish I could do like a little mustache.
You know, gotta put Mario in. He ain't got none.
Hey, I'm baby face.
He baby face.
I know you're 14.
Yeah, 17. Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Boy, got two strands of chin here.
gotta comb them out before I come to the show.
All right, y'all ready for some highlights?
I'm ready for highlights.
Do some highlights.
Kentucky versus Georgia, packed house. Attendance was at least, I think it was around 20,283 people all in Rupp Arena.
Number 8, Kentucky. Little drop off from 6 to 8. Not the biggest, but
we're getting there.
Still in the top 10.
Still in the top 10. Antonio Reeves still being consistent this year. He's filling it up. I believe he's averaging about 19 points per game right now, and he's looking to keep that going.
yeah, coming off that big game last week, just turning it up as well. His energy is really growing. His team energy, and look at Big Z right there.
Oh yeah, Big Z.
Big Z.
He was an
I
instant
can't
game
believe
changer last night, man.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're saying the name Big Z because me and you, Malik, we thought we wouldn't see him this year.
It was worth the hype. A lot of excitement. Just that game, I think it just brought so much energy to Rupp Arena.
Man.
Oh, man. It's like almost a highlight show.
As soon as he walked to the scores table, he got a standing ovation, bro. The gym was going crazy.
Crazy. Big Z totaled for 13 points. He tied the team high for rebounds, and then he had 3 block shots in this one.
Stretching the floor. When you think about it, it's like, wow. At many moments in the game, you see they have multiple 7-footers on the floor. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
He hit like 3 threes in a row, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
It's like,
That's
this is
one.
like
Would
the
have been 4, but his
two.
foot was on the
That's
line.
third one.
Oh, it's third one. Okay.
It's like evolution of basketball when you see three 7-footers on one
Yeah.
team.
Man.
He even shows some ability to bring it up a little bit,
Right.
bring the ball out to the 3 on the wing.
He's got a little bit of the NBA tendencies in him still, so.
That 7-foot lineup could be a real threat for them because Bradshaw can guard the wing too.
No, for sure. These guys, Kentucky, they look impressive. I don't know what their ceiling is now that they have Big Z back, but I know that this has taken them to the next level.
You know what was crazy about this game? I think it's really crazy that they was up by almost, 30? It was 30 at one point, and then you look late into the game. I guess they got a little comfortable and really just let Georgia just rally back into the game.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't tell the whole story of what the game truly was.
No, definitely. Kentucky took the win on this one. Final score was 105-96. So Kentucky moves to 14-3 on the season, looking to continue that dominance in conference play. They're now 4-1.
Another SEC win for the Wildcats. What are your all's thoughts on this game and win in particular?
I would say this was a huge win. Just having Big Z back for that first game, and to me this was the first look at what a fully healthy Kentucky team looks like this year, and I would say Big Z's probably that missing piece to the puzzle. So it was just great to see what they look like together. It'll be interesting to see how they continue to do these rotations now that everyone is back.
For sure, it's like who's gonna play now, right?
Yeah.
That's the main question. But that's a good problem to have.
You
got multiple guys that can play, and you can lean on depending on what the game's matchups is. But thing is, I think main takeaway is that I would have to say Kentucky's found its missing piece.
For sure.
This is its missing piece, Big Z. I think, it's going to be – I'm excited to see what's going to be the process of how he's going to fit in, into the culture of UK and how they may look like going into the conference play, matching up against teams like Tennessee, Alabama that are a little bit more physical than Georgia. So I want to see, how he plays against those guys. But, I'm excited. I think the missing piece is finally here. Big Z is exactly what we're looking for in terms of defense, being able to have a shot blocker down low and rebounding. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check him out, but he was boxing out every time.
Sure.
No, yeah,
every
100%.
time he's boxing out. So, I'm shout out to Big Z. I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
Going off of what Rob said, but just how quickly we can forget, just somebody was missing was Thiero from the lineup.
Exactly.
Get him back too.
We love to get him back. He's a really big spark guy. But like I say, I think you guys are right. He really is a missing piece. You can see it. You're like, wow, brings a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Really changed the offense. You're like, there's so many different rotations they went with last night that you're like, wow, that's another rotation I didn't see.
Exactly.
You're seeing 2 7-footers on the floor. They haven't done that all season. You're like, wow, they're really changing the game. I think teams are really going to have a tough time with them. I think as well as, Calipari's probably going to have some fun, as well as he's going to have his hands full throughout the season where people are going to question his rotations.
For sure.
Where, some guys are going to get a little bit more minutes than others. It's going to change some of the shot tendencies. Normally we see somebody like Rob Dillingham. He wasn't really a focal point last game, really was the bigs. The offense changed, it became more spreading the floor. So he's really going to have some work to do. But, like say, when you got a good team like that, it's not as easy as you would think.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. We've touched on him throughout this whole episode. We touched on him through all of our episodes, actually.
Yeah,
majority. How good is Big Z for Kentucky for real? Like, what's his ceiling?
I'll say his ceiling as a player, he kind of reminds me of Kristaps Porzingis. He can do pretty much anything on the floor. His biggest asset is stretching the floor. And then not only that, he's a big problem on the defensive end, blocking shots. On the glass, even if he's not getting those rebounds, he's just a big body in there that you have to look out for. So if they're so focused on him, that kind of frees up Mitchell and Bradshaw and everybody else to get those boards and get out and running.
Yeah.
So, I think it was just great to see him back.
I don't know what's his ceiling. Honestly, I really don't know. Yeah. Like, I watched the game last night, and I was like, okay, he hit a 3. He hit another 3.
Right.
Oh, he done hit another 3. Got a block shot. Okay. I feel like there's still more to see from him. Like, I haven't seen, his full capabilities as of yet. It looks like they just put him out there, and he's just kind of feeling it out, feeling the college game out. You saw him getting
Holding on to the rim,
hanging on the rim.
That's what I say. Those are like the NBA tendencies. You know what I mean? That's technical in college.
Yeah,
so,
he has that. He definitely has that professional, European tendencies and stuff like that. But I don't know what's his ceiling yet. I haven't seen enough yet. That's a good thing.
Honestly, I'll just say he's a pro. You could tell already he's a pro. But like they say, he already had entered his name previously before into the draft twice. He's looking into going into the NBA draft. But looking at him, it's the pro. Why I said that, it's the confidence. It immediately came out to the court. We think of that behind the back pass that he threw to Antonio Reeves. And it's like, dude, this is your first game.
Right.
You just got out there. He's throwing behind the back passes just comfortably. Like, yeah, go ahead, knock that down. And that tells you a lot. Like, the game must be coming very slow to him immediately. Like, this is, what I'm saying? It's not him adjusting. It was just like, yeah, this is, same old basketball. I'm going to go out here and do what I do. And it really gave that energy. Like, this is what he does. Like, it felt like we already seen this before. Like, he been playing. He just came back from injury. He had everyone's so excited. It's like, dang, wow, this is really what he brings to the court.
And to kind of piggyback off what you were saying with the confidence, he was just smiling and just looked like he was just having a great time out there. And after, I think, his third or fourth 3, he ran down court with the Jordan shrug. Like, his confidence just through the roof. So, it's always good to have a player like that on your team because it gives the whole team confidence. Like, you feel like you got some extra protection with Big Z back there.
We all got to hit the Jordan shrug just for Big Z. Everybody's got to hit it. Come on, everybody's got to hit it. There we go. Just for Big Z.
Did I do it right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was making sure. A lot of positivities. But let's go to a little bit of a negative side. The defense continues to be an issue with the Wildcats. Should the fans be concerned?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna break down this stat. Kentucky led by as many as 28 points in this game before ending up with the 9-point lead, as we see it right here on this highlight, 105-96. It's the sustainable. Can they keep their defense sustainable? That's the thing. They can play defense. They have stretches where they get stops. I think the most important thing is just being able to sustain that at for 20 minutes throughout this whole game. That's really going to be the separator for them. I think they're a Final Four team now that they have Big Z in the lineup. They look like a Final Four team. I was a little skeptical before, but now I'm 100% sure they are a Final Four team. It's just the defense and rebounding. How you're going to be able to defense? They can outscore any team in the country. It's just how they're going to get stops. That's the main thing.
If I'm Kentucky, I kind of take a look at playing some zone because you got those long guys out there. You can have 3 7-footers on your back line. And you don't have to worry about, because they're not great at just standing in front of the ball. They kind of get beat off the dribble a lot. So if you go into a zone, now you can kind of clog up the paint. You got long arms out there to contest on those threes. And then with the rebounds coming, you can still run and gun from a zone. So I would say that's probably their best option looking forward. But they do have to tighten up on that defensive end.
I think some of the defense, the lacking on defense, I think it comes from them being the highest scoring offense in the nation. I think it comes from them. Yeah, they love to get out and run. They love to score the ball. But I think, it's just showing just a little bit of, their age, being a younger team. They're lacking on defensive end, just overly excited to get on the offensive end, like, hey, we'll get it back.
Yeah.
They're giving up threes, like, hey, we get the 3 back. If they could just really more so lock in, just to understand, like, hey, we don't got to give up those early threes or the open threes. Like I said, it's just been showing that they've been lacking urgency to close out on shooters. More like a couple of times they'll test you, like, hey, you got to show me you can make one. And then like, oh, okay, it's okay, we'll get one back. But if they can just, up their urgency and, I guess just bring more awareness, I guess Cal will have to bring more focus on, defensive awareness, because it's not really inside scoring. It's more so outside. Like I said, really with the guards, the bigs did a really great job last night. They were able to close up. Big Z made a big block early in the game, big statement play, caused the team to take more mid-range jumpers and floaters, not as much getting to the basket when you got those 7-footers. So if they could, guards can do their job a little more, I think we'll be looking great going into March to later in the season.
Man, just to go off of what you said, Rob, I was thinking, you said zone. Imagine a zone with 3 7-footers in the back. Like a 2-3 zone with, man, that's not a lot of teams can do that. Not a lot of teams can do that.
A school like Syracuse was a powerhouse for so long because they was recruiting those long guys who got a 7'5" wingspan. They sitting at 2'3". It's dang near impossible to get a shot off, bro. So Kentucky got the personnel to do it. They quick enough with the guards to rotate on that front line. So, I would at least give it a shot and see how it works out for them.
Yeah. So Kentucky continues SEC play. They'll be playing South Carolina in Columbia. That'll be Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Looking for the big road win. Who do you have in this one?
I got Kentucky for sure. South Carolina is not that deep. They have a good guard in Michi Johnson, so he'll give Kentucky guards a challenge. But I'm rolling with Kentucky all the way.
I don't think it will be easy. I got Kentucky winning. Not going to be easy. Road tests. You know what the road looks like for Kentucky versus anybody in the country. It gets crazy, gets hectic. But yeah, so South Carolina team just coming off a win versus Arkansas. They're coming back home. They got some confidence on their back. So it's not going to be easy. But I'm going with Kentucky in this one. I think they'll be able to pull it out with good defense, rebounding, and just controlling the tempo of the game.
I'm going to go with Kentucky as well. I expect them to put a bigger stamp on the SEC. Expectation-wise, prediction, they predicting, Kentucky being the 3rd likely team to win the SEC. I think they'll change some expectations more and more as season grow.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Rob, we appreciate you coming on again.
Thanks,
obviously, more than
you.
welcome to join the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Mario was like, "Yo, just take my spot." And I'm out, and then you just replace me. So
I got him.
My work. I don't know.
Just put him out the door.
Appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. we'll be back again after the South Carolina game.
Yes, sir. It's a wrap.